rebounds a game. Also, she has the most games with 50 plus rebounds in WNBA history. Follow up with today that she has got a cover of the NBA 2K26 edition of the WNBA of the cover of the WNBA edition, and also her first shoe came out of Reebok's reveals Angel Reese #1. The beginning of the season, she wasn't playing as good. Now, she's playing great. She just got a nod for her second time being a WNBA All Star, which I think is this weekend, I believe. And so right now, Angel Reese is shining right now, as we can see. This is play. She's playing well while she's getting the cover of the NBA 2K16 and also her shoes. So she's doing big things right now. So yeah, shout out to Angel Reese. But go ahead, everybody, man. What's your take on Angel Reese playing good and also her being on the NBA cover of the game and also her shoe coming out?
Yeah, Angel Reese is playing good, but yeah, her team is still number 12 in the WNBA when it comes to the aspect of ranking. So she's playing good, but her team overall isn't playing good. They might not even get to see even the playoff because of the based on the stats. So now going to her stats, yeah, but she's playing good. But to me, to make you an overall great player, and when you and your teammates are playing well, and y'all both is heading to the ultimate goal, which is that championship, they might not be able to see it because right now they're ranked number 12 in the WNBA. That's one of the lowest, when it comes to aspect of the women basketball. Now, when it comes to her, of course, getting all these attributes for her achievement, like getting the cover, that's supposed to her having her own shoe deal, which we already know is probably might do well, but probably not, because when it comes to aspect of shoes, most of the time it's men that wear basketball shoes. So if she want to be able to sell when it comes to aspect of Reeboks, she need to find a way to market it to men, not to women. Women rarely wear Reeboks. They mostly wear sadly to say, a lot of women today are wearing more Jordans than actual Reeboks or even other pairs of shoes. Women today are wearing Jordan, so she got to appeal to the audience of men and also the audience of women. So her shoe deal will go phenomenally well when it comes to aspect of her. But shout out to her; she's gonna continue to do well. But I just want her to be a leader in her team, and I want her team to be able to rank high so she can be able to go to playoff, and then we will have a different conversation later. But right now, her team is not playing so well. So she needs to get that fire among her teammates. Go ahead, I can.
Now, definitely, I'm gonna agree with you and second this. Sometimes, if you're gonna be the star player, you got to be able to galvanize the teammates to do better. Now, our beloved Miss Clark, the
Yeah,
the female
Finger,
version of Larry
Steph
Bird,
Curry.
her team is having a good wins recently. You know what I mean? And she's not the only one scoring points. She can't just win the team by herself, but her athleticism, her galvanizing her players, her being a leader. You know what I mean? It's just not her just being a star. I just think that, yeah, you see Angel Reese got all these stars and she's getting deals and stuff like that, but the stats say something different. And we do this with everybody. We don't care if you're man or woman. We criticize a bunch of guys who come on here and they, you know what I mean, they're getting shoe deals and stuff. But when we look at the numbers, like, okay, we need to have a different conversation. So, you know what I mean, that's what I'm on with that one.
Yeah, when it comes to Angel Reese, we know what type of player she is. We know what type of her Hurricane and Clark, how they both came into the league, going to from the college and to the WNBA pros and everything. We know these two players that that we're gonna see in the future and everything. We know Angel Reese, she's a double machine. We know that you can mark with Angel Reese. Her shoes. Shoes. Being a cover of the WNBA, all that. That's cool and everything. I agree with y'all with third. When it comes to the win stats and everything. We know you can rebound. She's a pretty good passer and everything. I feel like she needs to know how to score a little bit more when it comes to, like, shooting mid range and everything. To me, and have more space on the floor to get more other players involved. But also that I'm gonna give it to the Chicago Sky and everything. As you can see with the Indiana Fever, they got players to build around Caitlin Clark. Chicago Skies, if you look at these players, they don't have players that's that equipped to build around injuries. And I feel like Chicago Skies need to do a better job at that. I know they got I know they got fresh players, but the first half of the season, you see they're not gelling or chemistry right. Is it some of it goes to injuries? Absolutely, because he told us like the first I'm not a 10 games. She wasn't playing well. Now she's playing well. But then again, they also got a new coach as well. So I just feel like, not just her, but also the team needs to get more players around her so they can be a better team. Because, they started off slow last year, and then they with their head coach, they got fired. It's the same this year. Shoot, if they keep playing terrible, I agree with you, Ron. They're not gonna make the playoffs, and also they might fire their coach again, look for a new coach and everything. So, when it comes to the Chicago Sky front office, make sure you build, like I said, for next year, because I don't think they're gonna be on a hot start to make the playoffs. But when it comes to next year, make sure you build around Angel Reese. And also Angel Reese, she know how to score. If she's space of four, shoot threes and mid range, I guarantee you they will have a better winning record instead of the record they have right now.